on to our next interview. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Lamis. I'm from Egypt. I'm studying now a master in supply chain. Before that, I was studying marketing, but both of them are okay with me. Marketing is my favorite, but both of them is okay.
So you said that you grew up in Egypt.
Yeah.
What was your experience like being Muslim and living in Egypt for a good portion of your life?
First of all, you don't feel different like here as a Muslim in Egypt because the majority in Egypt are Muslims actually. We have Christian, we even have Jews in Egypt as well, but the majority are Muslims. But it's kind of the only thing that I can say it might be different than here, that people may judge you in Egypt on how you look as a Muslim. Like you are wearing this and that, you are a good Muslim. You are wearing this and that, you are okay Muslim. You are wearing this and that, you are a not good Muslim. So that's in Egypt mostly,
Sure.
but that's not in all in every place because there are some people are wearing hijab, there's other not wearing, but you can judge people from what they wear in Egypt mostly.
Okay.
As a Muslim. But we practice religion, I think, freely in Egypt, not in every place as well. But
Sure.
it's not like here, like you are not going to be judged of praying in a public place. Actually, people in Egypt love you praying in a public place. They
That's
consider you,
awesome.
oh, this is a good person. He's praying in a public place.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Did you have any personal experiences interacting with other people of different faiths? Like, did you go to school with people who were Christian or Jewish?
Yeah.
And if you did, what was that like?
I didn't meet Jewish people in person, but I watched some documentaries about Jews in Egypt. And they look like nice people. They are not like, they are Egyptian more than being Jewish.
Sure,
Actually,
yeah.
in Egypt, yeah. But like Muslims here, like being American Muslim, you are more of an American. You are Muslim, but you're still American person. Anyway, in Egypt, one of my closest friends in growing up was a Christian girl.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
She's
really cool.
actually was my first friend. Was a
Okay.
Christian girl when we were like in middle school,
Mhm.
and we grew up together. But then after we get into high school, I don't know what happened, but she dealt with me differently. So I also dealt with her differently. Like people started to. We actually, as growing up, start to understand about other religions. So some people don't like to interact with you. Maybe she had some kind of not very good way of dealing with her with other people. Like people maybe dealt with her differently because she's Christian, or dealt with her badly because she's Christian or anything. But she's not as normal as I used to be. So growing up, when we went to high school, she didn't become my friend anymore. But then when we met later, we were okay, but not like close friend. Like when we were in middle school. In middle school, actually, if we have a conflict or anything, both of us will cry because we loved each other so
Aw.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another friend of mine in close to high school in my senior year in middle school, actually, she was Muslim, but her mom was Christian.
Okay, interesting.
So she's like interfaith marriage.
Sure.
And she was so nice. She wasn't open about this story in her life, but I felt it with her. Like I dealt with her normally, but then I met her mom after that, and I saw her wearing like a cross.
Yeah.
Mostly Christian in Egypt wearing cross.
Yeah, people
like
do that
like
here.
we wear hijab here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I saw her mother, and I told and she told me, Lamis, my mom is Christian, but please don't tell anyone. I don't want anyone to deal with me differently because of that.
Aw.
I told her why is that. She told me, some people think that I'm not as religious, like I'm not religious enough if she's my mom because she's not teaching me religion as
Okay.
Christian. But actually, many people in Egypt who are in interfaith marriage, marriage, actually they learn about religion. Their mom was good with them. So I saw her so nice girl, but as I told you, we are not having this. We actually deal with as persons in Egypt. We deal with each other normally. Like you can find a church and a mosque at the same area, like close to each other like that, or a mosque here and a church in front of it.
Sure.
So as people, I don't see any problems, but the problems comes from governments
Okay.
and sometimes from the people with authority. They want to make conflicts between people with different religion or some fanatics from both sides.
Yeah,
Like
you see that everywhere.
some Christians are not very good Christians, and some Muslims are not very good Christians. That's why I believe that it doesn't mean that you are a good person because you are Muslim. It doesn't mean that you are a good person because you are Christian.
Mhm.
If you are a good person, you are a good person.
Yeah.
And I saw that universally in Egypt here, or here anywhere. You are a good person because you are a good person.
Yeah.
And it's a privilege to be a Muslim as well, or a privilege to be a good Christian, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you are a good person.
So coming over to America and studying here, how did that feel for you to transition as a Muslim woman living within American society? Did you find it difficult because it was so diverse here and because Muslims are definitely not the majority here? They're quite the minority, especially like in this area where we live in America. How did that make you feel?
I don't know. It changed something inside me. I can't lie, because when I was in Egypt, I was more spiritual more than now. I can't lie. I used to memorize Quran. I memorized a lot actually of Quran, several chapters. But when I came here, I don't practice as much as there as in Egypt, because in Egypt you have this community that will help you to maybe study more, go to masjid or mosque and
Sure.
read Quran and memorize Quran and be more close to your to Allah and stuff like that. Here you are more of a materialistic world. I felt that.
That's true.
So I changed a little bit here. I don't memorize Quran as much as I used to. I still read Alhamdulillah, but I don't memorize as much as I don't allocate time for it as I used to.
Yeah.
I still praying Alhamdulillah, but still not as much as I used to in when I was in Egypt with my family, with this community that's supporting you to do this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I believe that Muslims here don't have enough support to be more spiritual and don't have enough freedom to pray like as it's supposed to be. Like I remember the time I was at the airport and I was going to Boston and I trip to Boston and then I wanted to pray. And I tried to find a place. I don't want to make a fuss or anything at the airport or chaos and people seeing me pray, saying that Allahu Akbar, so I'm gonna go out of the place or anything. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go find like a quiet area and I'm gonna try to pray.
Yeah.
And while I'm sitting, I'm not gonna even stand up or anything.
Sure.
Anyway, I found an area with like American airline or anything. So I went there and I tried to pray while I'm sitting.
Yeah.
And this guy waited till I finished my prayer and came to me, man, please. I said, okay. He said, please, when is your flight? I said, my flight is not here. It's in another what do you call this? The place.
The terminal?
Yeah, in another terminal.
terminal.
So, but I'm waiting here because I wanted to charge my phone, and actually I wanted to charge my phone. I'm not lying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I wanted to charge my phone, and this is a quiet area, so I wanted to make a call as well. So he said, okay, you are not allowed to stay here. This is not legal, of course. You can't tell me you are not allowed to stay here. There is no place in the airport. Exactly. You are not allowed to stay here. Please, can you stay in your terminal? I said, okay, I'm waiting till my terminal kind of, because there is people staying for another flight now.
Sure.
My flight is like not less than 3 or 4 hours. So I'm gonna stay here to charge my phone and then go. And he kept staring at me till I left. So that was rude. Really was rude, but it's not often.
Disrespectful.
Actually, it's not often because in other places, one of my friends, when she first arrived here, there's someone at the in one of the convenience store pulled up her scarf and showed her hair,
Oh my god.
and she was like terrified because this was almost the first week that we arrived to the US. But then her driver, she was a black woman and she was a very nice lady. She was American, and she went to this guy. She wanted almost to punch him, and told him, "You are not allowed to do that for her.
Yeah.
She has all freedom to do whatever she wants. She has the freedom to cover her hair or not. You are not allowed to do that." And she actually scolded him, and it was so nice of her to do something like that.
That's amazing. I mean,
So
horrible, but amazing.
So as I told you, this is a good person. This is a bad person.
Exactly.
It's not connected to religion. Because you might find a Muslim person showing this and didn't do anything, and another Muslim person A good person go to this person and try to explain to him, you are not allowed to do this, something like that. This is a part of her religion and a part of her live here alone.
Have you had good interfaith experiences, like, you know, with Muslims and Christians, or Jews and Christians, or whatever it may be within the United States?
First, when I first arrived here, I was staying with a roommate from my country, from my religion.
Okay.
Believing the same belief I believe in.
Oh, yeah.
So that wasn't different. I thought that's okay. But then in the second year, I wanted something different. We weren't getting along after a while, but then I wanted to change. So I moved with another roommate, and she was amazing. She was Christian.
Okay.
She wasn't American, but she was Christian.
Okay.
And we both international. She was from Botswana, and we stayed together. And then another roommate was American, and she was Christian too. Both of them were like dedicated Christian. It's not like I'm not going to church.
I remember you telling me this. Yeah.
And they were so nice, so nice. Like this girl from Botswana, she was my roommate. I consider her a sister to me. During the Thanksgiving, it was my first time to cook, and I cooked her turkey. I wanted to cook her something. I cooked her turkey, and I wanted to make something good for her. She helped me when I was going back home. She helped me packing, and you can imagine how terrifying this packing is.
Yeah.
She helped me, and she was so nice. And also, I went to camp for it was more of an international camp, but also included Bible study.
Sure.
So I met people from studying Christianity and studying Bible, and they are trying to be good Christian.
Sure.
And they were so nice as well. They were curious about my religion, which is the core of Interfaith.
Exactly.
To know about, because I tried to know about them. I wanted to know about their beliefs, because it's like different creeds. Christianity is not only one thing. It's different, like it's different thoughts from different groups. Like each group can maybe have different thoughts.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know their thoughts and what's different than Christian people in Egypt. And I wanted to know the concept of Jesus. I wanted to know the concept of Virgin Mary. What do you call it, Virgin Mary or
the Virgin Mary?
Yeah. I wanted to know their concept, because first I wanted to know how to reply to their argument. If they tell me you are a violent religion, your prophet did that, your prophet did this, your Quran says that, I wanted to have argument. So I wanted to know what's in their mind first. So this is the first thing that I had, and it was a good experience because they were curious. They wanted to know about my scarf. They wanted to know why I'm covering my hair. I talked to them about that, and also I wanted to know their concept about Islam.
Yeah.
And I think this is a perfect way that if you know good people, good Christian people, and they try to know good good Muslims, so we both can convey the good image of our religion to each other. Because you find in Christianity, in the Bible, so many violent verses, as you can see in Quran as well. But this is not the verses that tell you you have to kill. No. Take it in the context.
Yeah.
If you take it out of context, you won't understand it. Try to take it in the context. And Quran is like a story, a whole story. You can't pick up a page of a story and tell this is the story. No. The story starts and has a middle and has the end. So you have to take it all, not just a page.
Yeah.
So I believe my experience with people from different religion was so nice. And also I even learned about my religion from people with other religion. Like my role model in life is Oprah. I love Oprah so much. And maybe you won't believe me if I said that I had a good faith, a part of it because of Oprah. She's Christian. It's not like I having a faith from her about my religion, no. But because she really believes in God and she had this spirituality or spiritual relation with God, that made me want to have also more of a connection with God. I have, alhamdulillah, with Quran and with prayers, but I showed her she's a successful person, and she is a proud, devoted person. Like she's not I don't believe in God. Some people say that, and this is their freedom as well.
Sure.
But she's proud to say that. So I had good experience with other religions and with other people from different religions. And I think this is a good thing because it makes you have more self-awareness about your religion and about the others, and have argument also.
Yeah, to stand up for yourself as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you also want to be able to not compensate. You know, this is something
Yeah.
that I keep thinking about lately is, you know, being willing to be strong in your
Yeah.
faith and not willing, you know, to, I guess it's to be strong in your faith and to not back down when someone
Yeah.
says, well, I don't believe in this. That's fine. You can respect that,
Mhm.
but you can still be strong in who you are. Like, you can still
Yeah.
say, I need to go pray, and I'm going to
Yeah.
respect you when you pray. Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. How do you think well, okay, I have two questions.
Mm.
Why is interfaith important, which you've
Mm.
kind of touched on? And my second question is, how can one promote interfaith? Like, how can we gather these communities together in unity?
These are really good questions.
I know, they're big questions. I did this during my last interview too, where I was like, let me ask 5,000 questions at once.
Yeah. Okay. The first question actually about interfaith and why it's important.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we are a part of our religion to know other religion. Which, if you see, there is a verse in Quran. I'm gonna say it in Arabic and then I'm gonna translate it. I hope I can translate it well.
No, you're
It
fine.
say, a part of it say, وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. I'm gonna say it in English.
Okay.
It means that God or Allah make us like different tribes, different people,
Yeah.
for us to know each other's.
Goosebumps.
Yeah. إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ means the best of you is the one who is more close to God and more trying to be a good person. So it doesn't mean that if you know the others, you can try to be a good person as well, and to be a good person to the other, regardless of his religion, regardless of how he looks, regardless of anything. He's a human being like you. And I believe if you can tell me, I know about your conversion story,
Yeah.
but a part of it is curiosity. You were curious to know about other religion. You had question about your religion and your like your Christianity before,
Yes.
and you wanted to know about other religion. You were curious. So what's wrong with being curious? It brought you to Islam. So alhamdulillah. So it's good to have curiosity. So I think it's important because every one of us has curiosity and inner curiosity in their feelings and also we have the right to think, we have the right to ask. So if you asked, that will makes you have your mind working and maybe you can choose the right path. That doesn't mean that I'm not saying that Islam is the right path, Christianity is the right path, but it will make you at least think and then choose what is the right path for you, what makes you feel this is a religion for me. So this is what's important for me. First of all, Allah said to us that وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا. We are tribes, we are different people to get to know each other.
Yeah.
This is the essence of our religion. And your second question was how to promote it?
Yes, how to promote it, yeah.
How to promote it? First, we need to invite other people from different religion to our gatherings. Like, if you are a Muslim, invite people from different religion to your gatherings. Make people know about them. And also, for people from other religion, invite us. Like, I went to a camp with international people studying Bible. I wanted to know. It was more of a recreational thing. It was more having fun and going out. But a part of it was studying Bible. They studied Bible. They didn't force me to study Bible. I didn't study Bible. But I was curious about some question I asked. And they were open to reply my question. Some of the questions I didn't have answers for, which made me feel good about my religion. Because in our religion, we have answers for everything. Almost everything. Ask and you will find an answer. So this is the good thing. And another thing you can promote it with is actually promoting being open-minded. Promoting being, just give the chance to the other person to think. And also for Muslims, if you want to promote it for Muslims, you can tell them, maybe if you talk to this person, maybe if you talk to other people with different religion, you can invite them to Islam.
Yeah.
Because I don't have statistics or anything or numbers, but after 9/11, so many people converted to Islam.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to know. We didn't promote Islam, but they wanted to know. They were curious. So please promote curiosity. Please encourage curiosity. Because curiosity brought people to Islam. So I hope that we all encourage this because that makes you feel good about yourself and makes you feel definitely good about your religion.